Hello beautiful people and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are talking about some business ideas that you can be able to start with little to no money. My name is Tandi Samahe and I talk all things relating to business, making money and the family life. To our returning subscribers, we truly appreciate your continued support. We love you so much and we are grateful that you come back again and again and again. And if you're new to our channel, we welcome you and thank you so much for coming through. Please consider subscribing. Please consider switching on the notification bell so that you can be kept abreast of when we put out new content. Let us get right into it. But before we do, I want to make a disclaimer about my voice. Sometimes my voice becomes this hoarse, and unfortunately it became hoarse, extremely hoarse on a day where I have to be coming out with a video and I had to make a decision. Do I come through or not? And I was like, you know what? I am never going to disappoint my subscribers and my audience just because of a voice. And you might as well get used to, that sometimes this happens so that in the future, I don't have to even worry about it. But, please forgive it. If you don't like it or if it rubs you the wrong way, try to just get the content out of it. All right, so the reason why I decided to do this video is because there's a lot of people who have been coming to me and, emphasizing the fact that they don't have money to start a business. Like they do want to start their own businesses. They want to get into entrepreneurship, but they struggle with money or they have minimal investment available or capital to get into any form of business. And I thought, you know what, I think we need to, look at different options that could be able to reduce the amount of capital that you need to start your business. That could be able to reduce the load, the upfront, front gearing of the business, and even ideas around businesses that you could start, even if you've got zero rand, because business is more about mastering a specific skill and being able to then find a target customer for that skill and solve a problem for someone, and then that is how the transaction happens. So I think sometimes we sleep on how many or how much skill we have. Like we forget that the different skills or even the different knowledges that we have can actually be monetized, and we think about things that are outside of us as more of the resources that are needed to start a business. Yes, that's true, but to a certain extent, some of the resources that you need are already within you. You are the resource that is needed for you to start some businesses. And I think with this video, I just want us to be open to the idea and to consider, some of the ideas that I'm going to be putting. Make sure that you watch right up until the end of the video, because the more easier to implement ideas are right towards the end of the video. Let us start. Okay, so business number one is around the freelancing space. Ne? And I'm going to be focused on three main areas. There's so many different areas around the freelancing space, but I think we don't give this freelancing space enough attention. We don't believe that we can make money out of the freelancing space. And there are so many different people that are making a lot, like they are cashing in the freelancing space. This could be graphic designing, this could be writing, like copywriting, this could be social media management. I'm just going to be talking about those. And with this one, I like the fact that you can be able to, even if you don't have the skill, learn the skill. There are so many different websites that offer free courses. Even Udemy will give you free courses that you can be able to take up and learn and understand how to master the art of graphic designing, the art of copywriting, the art of social media management. So even if you are at a point where you feel like I don't have those skills, how can I get into freelancing? You can learn those skills. Once you have learned these skills, then what you need to do is to create a social media platform, because the easiest way to make money out of a freelance skill is to be present on social media. The next thing that you want to do is to focus on a niche down. I know that a lot of people, experts in the business space, will talk about there's no need for niching. You don't have to focus in a specific industry. But I feel personally that if you're all over the place, too much. I'm not saying don't test out spaces, but if you're all over the place too much, it's very difficult for you to be able to see the progress, to get tangible results out of what you're doing. So niche down, have a specific target customer, have a specific audience, have a specific industry that you're going to be servicing with your freelancing skill. If you're going to be doing social media management, don't say you're going to be doing social media management for everyone. It's people like me that are already developed and that are known in the business space that can offer social media management to all different businesses. But there are those industries that I love more, that I prefer, but I get requests from all kinds of businesses, right? I've already mastered the space. I've already mastered the skill. I've got a couple of years doing it, so I'm better positioned. But if you're starting out, my advice for you is to choose a specific industry. If, for an example, you say, okay, I'm going to do social media management for the legal industry. So lawyers, legal practitioners, everyone that's in the legal space, I'm going to pitch to them to manage their social media. That is what you're going to be focusing on. You're going to ignore everyone else, and the noise in the market is not going to affect you or derail you because you have a specific target market. Even with graphic designing, I know a lot of graphic designers want to do everything, but trust me, you will become a leader and an expert in the field if you are focused on a certain industry. Then once you have kind of, fully immersed yourself in that industry, you can add a second one and fully immerse yourself in that one and then add another one. Guess what? Also, it helps you to understand that specific industry better, which means you will offer a better quality service. That means you will have a better languaging. The messaging, the words, the terminology is going to improve and be so specific to that industry that you are seen as good. And once you're seen as really good and you become great, you are going to also be able to pick up premium prices, like premium offers and premium business, which means it's more money in your bank account. All right. So even if it's copywriting, there's a lot of people that need, things written for them, business writing specifically, or writing for the internet or for online or for social media. You can be able to find a specific niche and focus on that. Now, let me tell you, these are the things that you need in order for you to start. Obviously, number one, you have to decide that you want to get into the space of freelancing and start a business in that space. Number two, you need to get a skill. If you don't have the skill, get the skill. That's the second thing that you need to do. Number three, you need to create a profile. That means you need access to a cell phone, you need access to the internet. Those are the two main things: a device and a device that's connected to the internet. That is what you need. And then you just start working. You start approaching different businesses, and obviously you will have created a price list. Maybe start with packages, like do a silver, a gold, and a diamond type of packaging, where you're going to say at entry level, this is what the package that we give you, and these are the services that we offer, and then at mid-range and then at high end, so that you are able to be clear when you are pitching to a customer that this is what you're offering and this is the price point. That's the first business. That is the first business. You don't need a lot of upfront capital investment into that kind of a business. You just need minimal investment. And I think, to be honest, the greatest resource that you need there is your time, your dedication, your commitment, your focus, and also a device with access to the internet. Let's go to business number 2 that you can be able to start with minimal to no money. The second one that I want to talk about is tutoring. I don't think we understand how much money we can be able to make just by teaching. And I am one example, like I am a practical example. The amount of money that I make from strangers using the internet on the online world teaching, I am grateful every day. I am so grateful every day. And I thought, you know what? This is a space that we look down on. And it does not, you don't have to look outside yourself. There is something that you know. Knowledge is power. Right? Knowledge is power. Every single day, I am working at improving the knowledge that I have, because I understand that the more I have knowledge in business, my niche is business, and the more I have knowledge in business and how it works, it's the more money I can be able to make by transferring that knowledge to people that do not have it. And there is something that choose an industry, choose a topic, choose an area that you're going to specialize in, right? Based on the knowledge that you already have. But if you like a certain space or industry or topic or area that you don't already have knowledge about, you can go and research and find that knowledge. It's the same thing. Find that knowledge, master that space, have as much knowledge as possible. Don't sleep. That's what I did when I was starting out. Even now, I feel like I sleep fewer hours because I spend a lot of time asking myself, what more can I learn? What more can I improve? How can I be able to make my service better? How can I be able to get more knowledge as a business mentor, as a business expert, as a business coach? How can I improve what I know? How can I add more value to myself so that I can be able to add more value to my customers and my clients, the businesses that I serve, and so that I can in turn be able to increase my bank account? This is a service-based business. You just need to choose a field that you're going to focus on. Do not ever stop gaining knowledge, information in that industry or in that space. Every single day, get more, get more, get more. And then create an online presence and start. You know what? I think what the internet does for us and social media, we don't have enough words and vocabulary to explain its power. We don't. We literally don't. You know what I did when I was entering the social media space? I just started tutoring free of charge. I just started tutoring. I just started teaching. I just started showing that I know more about business. And in doing that, a lot of people then started sending me emails and DMing me, sending me messages. Tandy, I need this service from you. Sometimes it was so amazing that, sometimes they would want things that I have not even shown that I know of, through a video or through a live session or whatever. But because I seem to be knowledgeable in business, they already feel they can trust me, and they already feel like they can be able to approach me with their business challenges. And that's what you need to do. Choose a field and get as much information as you can on that field, and then start showing up online every single day, all the time, without stopping. And guess what? Your sales funnel is going to be so full. Like, you are not going to be searching for customers. And guess what? The only resources that you need here is your willingness to learn something, improve on the knowledge that you already have of a specific industry and area, and put it online. Get a device that is connected to the internet and start making money. Another skill, obviously, that you need to do with all the different businesses that I'll mention here, another skill that you need to learn is just marketing and sales. So as much as you are, focused on the industries that you are, servicing, but also do a lot of marketing research, sales research, like understand marketing and sales in your free time, in your spare time. Every 15 minutes that you get that you're free, find out how to drive sales and marketing, especially online, especially using social media. But the greatest key that I can give you is always solve people's problems and always focus on the pain points of your potential customers and address them. You never go wrong in marketing if you focus on that. Now, with the third business idea, I want us to move a little bit away from it only being an online business. And this is a mobile car wash. This is a mobile car wash. And you know what? The very first time I saw a gentleman approaching me telling me that they have a mobile car wash, they can come wash my car wherever it is, I was taken aback, I obviously agreed, and I've been using his services. And I was taken aback because I have never thought that, people could make use of such a business. I'm telling you, this is something that you can explore, all right? And you can set yourself a target that at least in each day, you're going to wash 5 to 10 cars, right? Depending on your resources, like if you're going to be working as an individual, like alone, obviously that cuts down on how many people you can have in the business. But if you bring someone else, and it's the two of you, you can be able to do so much more. And guess what? In this day and age, people are focused on convenience. People are just all about convenience. Yes, I do want my vehicle to be washed, but I do not have the time to go sit at the car wash or drop it off or anything like that. So I drive around with a dirty car, not because, I don't want it washed, but then it's because I need some convenience around that space. This is a brilliant idea, guys. And if you go out and try it out, it's so easy. The first thing that you need to do, get all the few pieces of equipment that you will need to do the mobile car wash. That's a very minimal investment that you're going to be putting in the business. And then once you have the equipment, start advertising. Equipment, detergents, everything that you're going to be using to wash the cars, cloths, everything, literally everything. And then start advertising your service online again. I'll send you back to social media, online in your locality. Now, it's going to be very important that you use local search engine optimization. Make sure that you list your business on Google. Those free, options and ways that you can be able to get your business in front of people. Join business groups within your area that you're based in, because obviously you cannot offer mobile car washing services to other places if you're based in one place, unless you create like some sort of franchise model, and partner with people in other places and give them some startup and with the same brand. And I think I'm getting carried away, but we can do that at a later stage. For starters, just focus on getting the equipment and everything, tools and everything that you're going to be using to wash someone's car. And number two, make sure that you advertise. Set a fee, and I would advise you to set your fee at a normal car wash range. Don't make it lower, because you've got other expenses. You need to drive to the place. There are other expenses that you're going to incur in the business. So it's better that you just get into the normal market range and then offer the service to people. Get talking about the business that you've started. Don't stop talking about it. Let everyone know that you are able to wash their cars. And guess what? You can go to places where there's a lot of congestion of cars and just keep talking to the drivers and tell them, give them business cards or something like that. And talk to them and tell them, you know what? When you want your car washed, make sure that you contact me here. I'll come right to where you are. I'll come to your house. I'll bring the car washing service right to where you are. This is another idea that you can be able to make yourself. The next business that I want to introduce is sewing and making alterations. Now, good people, I think I only woke up to the power of sewing, when I wanted to go to a traditional event, and I wanted to buy a traditional outfit. And the set was 8,000 Rand. I was like, excuse me? I'm not trying to look down on it or anything like that, but I'm trying to say it was the first time a light bulb moment hit me, and I was like, imagine if this woman can be able to just make 10 of these pieces. That's 80,000 Rand. And I was like, in exchange for time, because basically in a sewing business, you are exchanging your time and you're compromising your back as well. But it's time. The greatest resource that you need is time. Get yourself an industrial sewing machine, but you can start with a smaller machine. Pay that money to go to that course or that program that is going to help you to get that sewing skill. People are going to these. I was actually sitting down and analyzing. For instance, in June and December, you've got show markets there. If you're going to focus on traditional outfits for the Xhosa nation. But obviously, I don't know what other nations do, but there are traditional ceremonies and occasions that happen right throughout the year. And if your target is just 5 pieces every single month, 10 pieces every single month, you could be able to live a nice life. Just get the skill, okay? Get the skill, go for training, get the skill, and then once you've mastered the skill, you go out and advertise, you do a couple of pieces, you buy material, you do a couple of pieces, showcasing, that's the beauty about sewing as well. You can just go onto your machine, buy a couple of fabric material, and then go on the sewing machine, produce some items, and wear them. That's the best kind of advertising. Wear what you are selling, wear what you're sewing, and then people are going to start placing orders and be visible as much as possible on social media. That one, literally. And then there's another company in East London, Zazi. That company is amazing. They've decided to industrialize the whole process. And I watch their pieces. They are beautiful. And I love the fact that they have decided to niche into the traditional attire and regalia. But their prices, look at their prices, my dear. When you look at their prices, you're going to be like, it can never be. But guess what? There's a target market for those businesses, and there are people who buy. People save up from January to December. They save up for months because they want to buy that piece of clothing. And I think, the introduction of niche brands, high-end brands, expensive brands like Omaxhosa or Prada or Louis Vuitton and others, I think that thing broke my mind, my mental block. my mental block into saying that, then there's no one who can buy a dress for 50,000, there's no one who can buy a bag for 100,000, until it actually happened. And when I got introduced into those brands, that thing shifted out of my mind, and I was like, okay, price doesn't matter. As long as you're able to position yourself in the market and you know exactly who you're targeting, they're going to come and buy. It doesn't matter how ridiculous you think it is. As one person thinks it's perfect and they're willing to buy and pay for it. So that's the other business. Get into the sewing space. All right. The next business that I'm going to talk about is a food delivery business, right? This one is, you will never go wrong. And I always say that with this one, you just need to start small. Start small, infiltrate the market. Obviously, you will need to buy the food. Stick to traditional, basic, home feel kind of foods. You're not going to go wrong. Everyone is going to buy that food. Set yourself a target. Start small. Even if you start with 20 plates a day, then 30 plates a day, then 40 plates a day, and so on and so forth, based on your own capacity. This one you can be able to do in the comfort of your own home. The only thing that you need to do is to secure the ingredients, and start introducing it into the market that you've got this kind of food. Show your food in action. Take good pictures of your food. Take good videos of your food. Like sometimes, there's this woman, I buy a lot of her food. She's locally here in Queenstown, Nontanda. I love her food. She cooks really good food. That plate is 60 rand. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy today. And then it's like your rank feel, home feel type of food. And I think because I'm trying to stay away from eating bread, it really helps me during the day, especially if I haven't meal prepped or I haven't prepared my healthy meals. I'll just go to her. Now I'll decide, okay, no, today I'm not buying any food. I'm just gonna, bring food from home or whatever. But then the minute I see her pictures, I just go and buy, So just make sure that your food is presentable. Put out information in your local area, in all your WhatsApp groups, your Facebook groups, your WhatsApp status. Tell everyone about your food and the fact that you're selling. Make sure it's presentable. Presentability is number one in this industry, and you're good to go. And then you can meet your daily targets as you go. You can start as an individual, and you can then be able to integrate other people into your business the more you grow. The last business that I'm going to talk about is an amazing opportunity that a lot of potential small businesses do not even consider. And this is multi-level marketing businesses. I am part of two, Forever Living, and I'm also part of the Perfume Co. Africa. These two businesses have got minimal upfront investment, guys, but the value that you get, the money that you get is so amazing. Stop thinking about multi-level marketing as if it's a scam or something like that. It is not. It is just a business model that has been designed to say, instead of me as the business owner to go and get a customer directly, I would rather find distributors that are going to be helping me to get my product into the market, but at the same time, they should then benefit out of the business. So I'm going to let go of a certain percentage that is supposed to be coming to me, that if I was relating directly with a customer, it would have come directly to me, but I'm now going to share it with a distributor. These businesses are so amazing. Multi-level marketing businesses. But let me warn you, don't ever get into a multi-level marketing business that does not have a product. That is what you need to do with both of the ones that I'm part of. And I'm currently building a team. So if you want to be part of my team, take my details in bio, drop me an email or tell me in the comment section and say, I want to be part of it, and I'm going to send you details. Because these two that I've decided to get into are solving real problems. They have got real products, and you exchange your money for stock, which means the risk is low. It's very low. The barrier to entry is very low because these products are already known. They've already been tested into the market, and there's a lot of customers that are looking for these products. All right. So, for instance, with Forever Living, you just have to make use of 6.8. That's all you need to make use of in order for you to start this business. It's a very low, requirement in terms of the price point, capital upfront investment into the business. It's very, very low. And with the Perfume Co. Africa, it is it's even worse. If you've got about 600, you can be able to start. So let's talk about those businesses if you're interested to get into them and being part of my team. And I'm good with sales and marketing. Every single person that's in my team is guaranteed for success because sales and marketing are my middle name. So this is also another opportunity, and there's so many benefits, guys. You get bonuses, you get incentives, you get paid a lot of money. You get traveling incentives. The companies can even buy you cars. There's a lot. But I think people want to get into business who've got a little bit of money that they want to throw behind some idea. They don't consider multi-level marketing. They are not open to it, and they are missing out on just a low-hanging fruit. That's the reason why I actually got into it myself. I was like, no man, this is a low-hanging fruit. I can just be able to, for me, it's like a side hustle, because it's not my main hustle, but it's like a side hustle. It's like a side job. It's like another income stream. There is a lot that you can be able to do to succeed in that space. Otherwise, I hope these business ideas have helped to jot your mind, to challenge your thoughts, for you to think what I can be able to do. Drop me in the comment section and tell me which one of these do you love the most? Which one do you think you can be able to try? Tell us a story. If you've also started these kinds of businesses, talk to us about, what you've seen, the experience that you've seen. I'd like for us to engage in that conversation. I'm sure it will be really, really amazing. Otherwise, that's all for me for today. Do not forget, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and switching on the notification bell so that you're kept abreast of when we put out new content. Otherwise, I shall see you next time. Until next time, stay absolutely blessed.